So we're here. I don't even know what this is. What, 31? Yeah. 31?
Yes.
Episode 31. We got new stuff. I don't know about you guys. I kept my stories pretty this time I think I kept them pretty tame. Last time I said that, I was like, I got the most normal story, and then it fucking unraveled into like, you know, that abusive dude who's like blowing his nose all over everything, and we've got an extra out the asshole, and this time though, I think they're pretty tame.
So on top of that, like we did have some constructive criticism.
Okay.
From a listener.
Okay.
Who said, you know how we like go back and forth on like, oh, is yours tame or is yours medium? Like who's got the ender, right? And the constructive criticism was that I should always go last because my medium is the worst one ever.
But that's just it. That's incorrect though, because he's basing that off of
one episode,
off the mini-sode. Whereas if you go off the full episode that was posted, the most recent full episode 30, mine should have been the ender because of how wild and stupid that rabbit hole was. Yeah. But we didn't know.
Right. So we didn't know because we don't proofread.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, the comments weren't there yet. Mine was so new.
Yeah.
I try to proofread them. Sometimes I go in. Sometimes I'll just read like
I skim.
Yeah, I skim. Sometimes I'll read a couple lines. I want the full experience myself too. Right. So like I look for anything that could be like
I read the whole fucking thing.
Well, like I look for things that aren't going to be like user friendly or like things that are too dark. And if I see that, I just move past it.
I look for red flags or something that's like either too sad, too angry. I eliminate it, but I skim them.
We do, we do a little bit of not editing, but what is it like? Just proofreading in the sense of like what's gonna be good for our listeners. Because we still want everybody to have a good time. We don't want to like completely scar everybody.
I mean, the whole point is to have fun with it. It's not like. The stories are they're gonna be good. We're gonna have things that make us mad, but most of the time nobody wants to just like be mad all the time. Especially if you're like listening to something like in the morning on your way to work. Like, can't wait to start my day off by being mad at people I don't know. Like,
yeah, exactly, and never will meet.
Yeah. So I mean, like I try to go for like a good slew of whether they're comedic or whether they're just weird. I kind of like the really weird ones.
Yeah, the weird ones are fun.
Those are my funnest ones. I had another thing I was going to say. Maybe I'll think of it in a minute. But I guess we can get to this comment that we do have here on YouTube from Mr. Bonnie Dimples. And I'm looking at it, and I'm already upset because I know what it is. Because I could hear the song in my head. But I'm more upset over the fact that when I read through it, like in my head, the lyrics didn't match up, Bonnie. You have too many or too little syllables for the song you're trying to go for, sir. But we'll do it anyway.
Bonnie.
So this is a comment on our most recent mini-sode, the unsolicited duck pic. I love that thumbnail. But so do you want me to do this solo, or do you want to take every other line? How do you want to do this?
I think you'll be fine.
Or Sushie, do you want to sing through the whole thing yourself?
Absolutely the fuck not.
I think AJ will be fine with it.
Right,
I think you're gonna be great, AJ. I believe in you.
We got this.
I'll compose it from this side.
Oh, there we go. It says, fucking like a hurricane, it's mating season. On the ground, the pond, and in the air, it's a duck blur. Unfurl that throbbing mystery. The sex is misery. Duck dicks, woo. Woo. Every day they're out there, you're seeing duck dicks. Woo.
Woo.
Wiggling corkscrews, do bad, and good duck dicks. Woo. I hate you so much, Bonnie.
I love it. I think this should be a musical.
Danger. But yeah, how you not gonna come on? You gotta sing that in your head so you get the syllables right, Bonnie. You made me say all these extra syllables.
Oh my god!
Come on, we're gonna.
Don't.
I expect.
Don't criticize art.
I expect.
Bonnie, we're gonna get you a metronome.
Yeah, we're gonna get you a metronome for Christmas.
God, where's he gonna put that metronome on top of that 80-pound fucking voiceover booth? Made of carbon steel.
This man literally, he made his own like voiceover box. So like it's like a padded box.
Yeah, almost like a soundproof.
Like a soundproof, like to absorb all the air, right? Or air. Absorb all the sound. Air. So it's padded on the inside. But the thing is, Bonnie, like I guess he used to like do welding or like he had like a degree in or something, but like he basically made a solid steel voice box.
It's so heavy.
That's 80 pounds.
It's so heavy. It even looks heavy.
Yeah, and he showed a picture of it, and Bonnie's a big dude. He's taller than me. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
And the voice box is like, so it has to fit like his height. And so just solid steel voice box.
Oh, I thought so. 3 of me can fit in this box.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's pretty impressive the fact that he has his own voice box.
Seriously, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, can you imagine if every time we went to like go shoot like one of my videos, whatever, I'm like dragging out this fucking like 80-pound thing, like, all right, like,
just attach Midna to a stick and then you'll know.
Oh, she's only 70 pounds.
Ouch.
Yeah, we learned that Midna has gained 6 pounds since her last vet visit because somebody keeps leaving their fucking food out, and then that somebody being Koji, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go eat that shit when nobody's looking.
Right.
And ultimately, yeah, that's on us. We gotta fix that. But at the same time, I'm blaming her because she's a fat ass who won't stop eating Koji's food.
It's called full figured, AJ. Okay.
That's just it. She doesn't look fat. She's just fucking built.
Seriously, she's a buff girl.
She's a buff dog.
She's a buff mamma jamma.
She's like one of those kangaroos. It's just like all muscle.
She literally has like the shape of her chest is almost boat-like in the sense that, you know, like the hole, you know? Like, it's very sharp for some reason. I've never seen that on a dog before.
Like the icebreakers.
Yeah.
You know?
She's like...
Isn't she part pit bull?
She's part Rottweiler. So
they have pretty battly chests.
Yeah. I've never seen a chest like that. It's like she'll try to climb over me on the couch and get stuck because her chest is so low.
Oh my god.
But at the same time, like, she's also like as like built as she is, she's like a cat where she can just stretch into any form. She's not very stiff
she
at all.
becomes liquid.
Yeah, she's like her leg, she does that thing where like she'll lay on her stomach but stick her back leg straight out. You know, like,
yeah. We call that the chicken wing.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought about something I want to say. This is unrelated, but have you guys been seeing or watching anything new lately? Because I thought that'd be a fun thing to like see, like if anybody's like, because like I was gonna point out we just watched. It was only 3 episodes. That guy on YouTube who.
Oh God.
We mentioned this. I think we talked about this like last season at some point. There's a guy on YouTube. His name is GeoWizard, and he made a video or attempted to make a video where he walked across Wales from one end to the other, just in a straight line. And he's got a GPS, and his whole thing is he wants to stay as straight as possible. So like he won't deviate from the path unless it's absolutely necessary. So he's like walking through like bramble and climbing fences. At one point, like he's like, oh god, there's a house there. I got to go around there, like not like through the house, but like through their garden or some shit, you know.
But oh my god.
He's come really close. I mean, Wales is a fucking country. It's a pretty big place.
Right. Yeah.
But he never quite made it. But he just recently did one a couple months ago where he walked from the Swedish border of Norway across the whole country. He walked in a straight line and he actually fucking made it. And it's the weirdest shit to watch.
So it's one of those things where it's like, what's the weirdest thing that you would say you have to admit that you watched on YouTube? And mine is literally, I watched a man through like 17 videos walk across the entire country of Wales in a straight line.
But it's like at the same time, it's like fascinating because like he's kind of funny, but like, you know, he's not like a survival expert. And it's not like there's no film crew like Bear Grylls or some shit. It's just him. He's alone this whole fucking time. Yeah. And that's what's kind of crazy about it is it's just him doing it. And like there's some
it's kind of scary.
There's some things that get kind of scary you know, in this most recent one, at one point, like he's walking through, like, because the thing is, because he goes in a straight line, if he comes to a body of water, he'll like kayak across the water. So like he did pre-plan things, like he went and put a kayak in a spot and then went back to start the, you know, whatever. Or if it's like a pond, he'll walk through the fucking pond.
Yeah,
so like
and he's got gear with him too.
He's got gear. So
he's not doing this in like t-shirt and jeans. Yeah, you know, he's got gear with him.
He's prepared. Like when he did the Wales one, he had camping gear, so he could always set up and camp and dry his clothes. But in this most recent one, because it's Norway and it's a shorter distance, because he went through like a thinner part. He was basically trying to do it like essentially in a day, which is insane when you really think about it. But at one point, he's walking through a pond, and it's not a pond. It's like it's
a
like
bog.
It's a bog, and the mud gets up to his fucking chest, and he starts panicking. He's like, oh my god. He's like, I can't,
because he couldn't move.
He couldn't move, and he starts sinking. But we're watching it from his perspective because he got a GoPro on his head, and he's fucking clawing to try to move forward because he's like I don't know what to do. I'm saying like he's trying to figure out what to do. Like, so the next time he came across her, he's like I don't want to deviate from the path. But he's like, it's not worth it. So he walks around. He deviates and walks a couple of meters around the path.
So he's also not like trying to kill himself.
Yeah, he's not being that.
He's
right.
But seeing that was kind of unnerving because you're like, oh my, like that would be the worst way to go. You know, like It's literally like, because he was saying he's like it's quicksand. He was literally sinking in quicksand essentially. You know, like the childhood brain of quicksand.
Mud.
You think, like, but it's just a weird thing. It's just some weird, fascinating shit we were watching. It's like it's good background stuff. You know, like you're working on other things. That's what we watched while we looked for these stories.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Sushie, if you got any weird shit you've been watching lately or anything. I mean,
I just constantly on rotation. I watch a lot of drag queen content.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Like, is it shows or is it like
shows
like
and
the whole
compilations?
Of, like,
There's a app that I have on my Fire Stick called the Wow Network, I believe. So they have a lot of. It's all drag queens. It's not a lot. It's all drag queen stuff. Mostly from RuPaul's Drag Race, but I watch a lot of like YouTube videos of like comedy and stuff. So that's what I'm into.
I think the RuPaul's Drag Race, because I think we've seen that, like, it's either pops up on like Amazon or Hulu. It's on one of them, I think.
So it's on Hulu, and I remember I asked you if you would watch it with me because I haven't seen a season since Bob the Drag Queen. And I absolutely love Bob, but I also my like all-time favorite season is Bianca Del Rio's.
Yeah.
Because I love her so fucking much. Like, I love Bianca, but I love Bob too. And I haven't seen an episode.
Monet Exchange. Love a Monet Exchange.
I haven't seen a season since Bob's season, and I don't know how many seasons behind I am, but I asked AJ if he would watch some with me.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I was... Because they have, I think, the first 5 seasons on Amazon Prime. I was thinking of doing like a watch party for like an episode or 2 and then getting into. I was just thinking about it.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought it was fun to share what little things we've been doing. Like, besides, like, because we always share like what we're working on and never like what we're enjoying.
Yeah.
You know? Like, obviously, we enjoy the things we work on too, but it's sometimes nice just kind of like, what the fuck? What are we doing like outside of this fucking content creation?
What inspires us?
Yeah, what are we doing outside of content creation essentially? And so it's just kind of fun to talk about like little things like.
I have literally been watching nothing but compilations of small sticker businesses packing up their orders.
Yeah,
legit. Like that's all I fucking watch because it's I don't know. Dude, I don't know what it is. But like there's just something very relaxing about sitting in bed and just watching someone pull out like, you know, go through their drawer or their inventory and just pull out their stickers and just pack their orders. And I don't know. It's just relaxing.
Pretty zen. Okay. I can see. I can see where that's going.
It's that same feeling you get like when you finish a big project yourself and you go and close all the tabs that you don't have to have open anymore on Chrome. It's like a weird cathartic thing. Like the work is finished. You saw the work. You saw when it was you saw when it was work and you saw when it was completed. And like seeing that completion is kind of like, oh, this is nice.
I think it's also one of those things where like I also like watching like Photoshop edits in like high speed too. So I'll watch things like that. But the whole packing thing is, I think because that was one of my favorite things to do at one of my jobs was literally like packing orders because it's one of those things where you don't really have to think too much. You read what needs to be done. You put it in the thing. You know, it's very relaxing. It's like easy work. You know, and so. I don't know. Yeah, I just lay in bed and watch that for 15 fucking hours and never sleep.
I can vibe with that.
I will recommend my last show thing here. Everybody should fucking watch Dark on Netflix. Oh my god.
Yes, 100%.
Like, it's one of those shows we can't really talk about what it is because everything's a spoiler. Like if you try to like give
anything past the second episode is a spoiler.
If you try to give any sort of like, oh, it's a show about this, it becomes a spoiler because you go into it not knowing what it's a show about. But it's only 3 seasons and it's a complete show. So it's not like 3 seasons it's canceled. It's 3 seasons, it's done. So they have a finale. They have an actual series finale.
And you are happy with the finale?
I'm happy with the finale.
The way I would describe it is if Lost had 3 seasons and came to a completion that everybody understood.
And we're happy with.
And we're
then I
happy
might like
with.
that.
It's really
and we're happy
fucking
with.
good. I literally told my dad about it because he's been trying to get us to watch Doom Patrol forever, which we finally did start.
And it's awesome.
And it's funny. It's really funny. It's a good show. So I told him, I was like, yeah, we started Doom Patrol. We're like, 2 episodes in or whatever. And I told him this like the day after I told him to watch Dark. And he's like, I'm on season 3 of Dark. I'm like, we watched 2 episodes of the show. You watched 2 seasons of this? Like, it's been 2 days. Like, but that's how good it is. It just sucks you in.
It really is good. Like every time something happened, like I would make a prediction, and then it would happen, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm so good!"
It's really fucking good.
It's really good.
It's German, but you can watch it dubbed or subbed, whatever you're comfortable
Either
with.
way, yeah.
So,
highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
Okay, I'll put that on the list.
Like easily one of my favorite shows of all time.
Oh yeah,
it's like
that's not
really
even good.
That's not even hyperbole. Like it's one of my favorite shows of all time. What?
Y'all making fun of me how I said that word. Now I can't get away from the word. I read it everywhere.
Oh, hyperbole. She says hyperbole. Are you guys ready for one step beyond the Super Bowl?
I hate you because I learned that word. I learned the word from reading. I've never heard anyone use it except by saying hyperbolic.
Yeah.
So that's why, fuck all y'all.
Okay. Fine. Words are hard. English doesn't make sense.
Fuck everybody.
Well, who wants to go first with our stories?
Not me.
Today?
I don't want to read shit now.
I got a pretty simple
You go,
one.
AJ. Just go.
Okay. So this is as per usual. Mine is deleted, so I have a screenshot because that's been like a on running gag with me.
I've seen a lot where they're like the thread received too many comments, so they deleted it, and then they like put it in but then they take the text and they put it in the fucking like
paste bin or whatever.
Paste bin.
I just screenshot it because I don't trust Reddit, so fuck them.
Mods are really overexcited lately.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but
yeah.
There you go.
So mine is, am I the asshole for loudly scolding a woman because she didn't wash her hands after using the restroom?
I like her username there.
Her username is a girl has _no_ name. A girl has no name.
A girl has no name.
Says, sorry if my formatting is poor. I'm typing this from my phone. Yesterday, I went to a smallish bar with a friend. We currently have no cases where I am, and there are basically no restrictions. We are still trying to maintain social distancing and have had hand sanitizer everywhere, obviously. I was in the bathroom washing up myself when the toilet flushed, and a woman walked out, exiting quickly without washing her hands. I walked out right after her and watched her walk right past the hand sanitizer and up to the bar to order a drink. I did have a couple of glasses of wine in me, so maybe I was feeling braver than I normally would be, but I was just so grossed out. I walked over and loudly told her that even with the restrictions eased, we are still in the middle of a pandemic and washing your hands after you take a shit in a public bathroom is the bare fucking minimum, and if she couldn't handle doing that, maybe she should stay at home. She seemed pretty shocked and just turned away from me, back towards the bar like she hadn't even heard me, so I walked back outside to sit with my friend. Later, one of the people she was with came up to me and told me that I'd made his friend cry and she ended up going home. I said good and shrugged because if you're going to act like that, you shouldn't go out in public. I don't feel like calling someone out for poor hygiene in a pandemic is a bad thing. Maybe she'll be shamed into being cleaner next time. My friend doesn't think I acted like an asshole, but after her friend approached me, now I'm not sure. Am I the asshole?
Nope.
No.
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 You want to know why?
Gross.
You want to know why y'all don't have any cases? Because most of y'all washed your fucking hands after you went to the goddamn bathroom.
See, I'm in the boat of I don't think she's the asshole, but I do think everyone sucks here.
Why?
Okay.
Because I think it's incredibly fucking stupid to be in a situation that we're all in right now, this pandemic or whatever, and come down on somebody else, which you should be, but at the same time, you're also being a part of the problem. I don't care if your fucking restrictions are like easier there or like, oh, we're practicing social distancing. You're still at a fucking bar. You know, you don't know who else is coming into that bar. So you don't know, like, there's no point. Like, social distancing is one of those things, like, the whole point of it is if you have to go out, you stay the fuck away from people. Stay 6 feet away from them. Not, okay, go out and just stay 6 feet away from people because that's impossible. It's never going to happen. You're never going to go to a public place and be able to stay
point.
6
Like, they're both assholes for being out regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like,
Right.
so
Okay,
to have
I
that
can vibe with
mightier
that.
than thou complex of being like, how dare you? Like, yeah, how dare her? She's disgusting and she should
And
wash
how
her
dare
hands.
you also, because you're also in a bar.
Exactly. So, like, that's kind of where I feel with it. I think it's very much an everyone sucks here thing. But I'm pretty heavily on board of the whole, like, stop fucking going to places.
I'm very curious where
Like-
she's at or where they're at.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, like, it's just one of those things, like, the bars, the restaurants, all that stuff, that all these places that people don't need to go to, but they keep going to.
Yeah, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it.
Exactly. And
You
like you can do it, but like you don't get to act like you're better or mightier than this person because you're just as much of the
You're
problem.
also part of the problem.
Like, and by going up
Not
to
the
her
solution.
too, what if she did have something and now you could potentially have it, but then now you could give it to your friend who you went out, you know, like you went up to her to make your point. Oh, to shame her into being better, but now she turns and breathes on you, and then you go out and breathe on your friend, and then her friend comes up and you breathe on him too. You know, like it's a whole fucking thing. It's
I'm
like,
really curious what the comments were for that.
the comments exist.
yeah.
It's only the post. So
I think you bring up a very excellent point.
You do,
I think
you
you're
do.
correct. And like, pandemic or not, are you really a whole ass adult not washing your hands in a public restroom?
Yeah.
Like, really? Someone has to tell you to do that?
So I'm trying to see if I can find more comments because the very first comment says you're the asshole, and why even post this if you're going to argue with every person commenting? Just accept the criticism you asked for. Someone says you're the asshole. The way you handled it was beyond the pale, very rude and condescending. You even made your point, or you could have made your point without being so nasty. Everyone says you're the asshole. This person, I'm with everyone sucks here. If it weren't in the middle of a pandemic, or even if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic, do you know how many germs she's spreading around in a fucking bar or grow up? If you're old enough to drink, then you're old enough to know how to wash your hands if you go to the bathroom. I don't know how that says with everyone sucks here, though. I wanted to see if she had more comments herself. Mainly because apparently everyone called her the asshole and she's arguing with them because that's what Reddit does. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So it does seem like a lot of the people think that she's the asshole for like verbally assaulting this person, which the thing is, like, I feel like when I see that kind of shit, like we've all seen that. You know what you do? You go back to your friends and you go, man, look, I just saw this fucking disgusting ass person, and then you just leave it. You know, like, is it really worth the?
I guess one of the comments there said, "How do you know she didn't sanitize her hands after she left the stall or after she left the bathroom?" Like, because you know you can't watch people 24/7. I guess so. I don't know.
But why would you sanitize your hands
Instead
when
of
you can
washing?
wash them properly and thoroughly with running water, which is the better solution than hand sanitizer? That's not the same thing.
Yeah. So everyone, like, the people who are saying everyone sucks, their reasoning is that, like, she should have washed her hands, but you shouldn't have called her out publicly or so loudly or whatever. So that's their reasoning. So it's a little bit different than mine.
Okay.
But a lot of people are leaning towards she's the asshole here. I was trying to find her comment.
Oh, she did say, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have sworn at her or thrown in that she was pooping. Both probably were a bit much.
Yeah. And then she got downvoted for that.
Yeah.
I just one small weird little Reddit thing that's I think is really stupid is the voting system, by the way. If you guys didn't know, like to anybody who's listening who doesn't know how Reddit works or whatever, whenever you make a post, anybody in that area can upvote it or downvote it. If it gets upvoted, it gets pushed up to the top of the list and people can see it. Same with comments. So if you make a post and then people comment on it, their comments can get upvoted or downvoted. The problem, though, is it's a faulty system because people, it's not a do you agree or do you disagree with this? It's just a do you like this or don't like this? And that's how people treat it. So, like, people will, they're like, I don't like this person, so I'm going to downvote it. But it could be something that everybody needs to see, if that makes sense.
Yes.
You know? So, like,
that's why a lot of times you'll see you'll see the mods post, don't downvote assholes.
Exactly.
Because, like, even though they're an asshole, that's the whole point of the subreddit is to read about the assholes. Don't downvote this shit.
And that's why it's actually, I'm sure you guys have experienced this too. It's kind of hard sometimes when we're digging through these to find the asshole stories because they get so pushed down.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not the point of Reddit. Like, you're supposed to be like, oh, this is a thing I want to read, or this interested me enough to engage with it.
Like, this was upvote it.
Yeah. And so, like, so for this person to be like, the OP to be like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have, like, maybe I shouldn't have called her out for this. And everyone's now downvoting her because they don't like her now.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not okay. But it's a faulty system, but whatever. But it does make it harder for us to find asshole stories because when I'm looking through stories, so many of them are not the asshole because those are the good stories that get voted and pushed to the top. And
you're right.
But yeah, I mean, so so she's either it seems to either be pretty hardly in the asshole or the everyone sucks here thing.
Everyone sucks here.
Sushie,
I think you're right. I think everyone sucks here. Yeah.
How often did you ever see like those types of confrontations when you're bartending? Did you ever see like people come up like, you didn't fucking wash your hands, like live at the bar? Or do you just kind of?
Never, not really. No.
No. I do feel like that's just a thing that's like, I don't know. Like I feel like if I see that in public, I'm just gonna go back to my table with my friends and like that. God, that person's disgusting. But I'm not gonna like go up to that person like they're disgusting. I don't want to be near them now. You know?
That's the thing is like even when I was bartending, the most confrontational, the yelling or anything like that ever happened was literally because of either a girl or like flirting or any kind of like shit like that.
Not
like that, but not really someone like. Not washing their hands.
You didn't follow the dinner party pooping protocol.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was mine. So who wants to go next?
That was juicy. Mine's like silly, sorta.
You want to take
it's not like
silly
too
town?
serious. Sam, what's the vibe of yours? What's the tone?
Mine's kind of silly too.
Well,
I could be the sandwich if you want.
Okay. Be a Sushie sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for giving my son a unique name?
Probably.
The last time I read one of these, it was literally somebody who's like, I named my son Adolf, and I don't understand why people are mad at me. You know, like I'm like,
Okay, well, it's not gonna make anyone angry. It's okay. I proofread it. I, 27 male, just had my first child, a beautiful little boy. Ever since I was young, I've really loved books and literature. My favorite book series of all time is The Lord of the Rings. I also really love Shakespeare. So when my wife and I were thinking of names for our kid, I suggested a rather unique name, Benwise. It's a combination of Benvolio Samwise. Me and my wife both thought it was really clever and a perfect name for a boy. So that's what we named him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And oh no.
she said, you get over here and you name this baby Benwise Gamgee.
Oh my god.
I literally
can't even get through this.
When you said like they really like Lord of the Rings and Shakespeare, I was literally expecting any sort of combination like.
Yeah. Like, you know where this shit was going.
I was expecting
immediately.
Frodo.
Like, I'm so edgy. I really like The Lord of the Rings and Shakespeare. Get clever like me, noobs. Like, what?
God, I hate nerds.
I'm going to name my son Frodo Capulet.
Oh my god,
Frodo Capulet. Oh.
Frodo Montague.
Yeah.
I'm so well read. You've never heard of these before. I'm so fucking indie. Like The Lord of the Rings and Shakespeare, the most like studied works of literature that probably are.
Now,
like
to get back to my craft beer.
Right. I only drink IPAs. Like You think you're edgy because your favorite series is The Lord of the Rings?
You mean like everybody
and you
else?
like Shakespeare?
You mean like everybody else?
You mean like every fucking English literature major?
The funny thing is stuff like this. I really like The Lord of the Rings, right? But this kind of stuff makes me go, God damn it! Why do you got to be so vocal about? Why do you
have to ruin everything?
Yeah, like let me just like The Lord of the Rings without like
just like it,
because now like it's people like this that are the ones that are viewed like, oh, these are the people who like Lord of the Rings, like, and so like I don't want to say like I like Lord of the Rings, like,
this is how I feel about Star Wars.
yeah,
oh, you like Lord of the Rings? Name your son Benwise. Same deal. Star Wars. Like it's like I like Star Wars, but oh my god,
don't tell anybody about it
because the fans are.
I know.
Then
I can't even talk about the fact that I like Star Wars because there's always some fucking loser that's like, yeah, well, prove it. And I'm like, oh my god.
Or like Sam was saying, you can't just like something without them complain. Like if you say you like Star Wars nowadays, they go, ugh, but episode 7, 8, and 9. And it's like, we can all collectively agree that those weren't great, but at the same time, can we talk about the things that we liked about Star Wars?
Like all of Star Wars?
Can we just talk about like, because like people always want to do, like, even if they're the super fans, now they just want to complain about it. It's like, I thought you liked this series. Talk about the good things. Talk about what you do like.
Yeah.
Like.
Right.
Anyway,
right.
Sorry for derailing the story.
Okay, Benwise.
Benwise over here.
Benwise.
Actually named it.
He actually named his son fucking Benwise. We hadn't shared name ideas with either of our families, so when we told them what his name is, they were surprised.
No shit.
They were like, wow, you're a fucking geek. You're more of a nerd than I thought.
I'm gonna name my firstborn Heihachi Mishima because I like Tekken.
That's
his first name, by the way. That's just his first name.
I thought you sneezed. I had a spasm.
His middle name is Xenogears.
Xenogears?
Heihachi Mishima Xenogears.
Oh,
it really just rolls off the tongue, AJ. It's very natural. It has a certain je ne sais quoi, As soon as we told them, most of our family berated us for giving our son a quote-unquote weird name. I love that we're just done with this story already. We're like, yes, you're an asshole. Goodbye. They said he would grow up being bullied for his name and would end up resenting us. I do agree that it's not a typical name and he might be made fun of because of it. But in my opinion, if kids are going to make fun of you, they will make fun of you whether you have a funny name or not.
But
also,
why give them more ammo?
Why make it worse? Also, if he really doesn't like the name, he can always go by Ben. They're going to call him fucking Gandalf. Like,
but not only that, people are going to be like, "Oh, okay, so Benjamin." He's like, "No, it's Benwise."
It's Benwise.
Yeah. And
it's Ben. We say
when they wrote it out of curiosity, is it hyphenated or is it just Benwise all one?
It's Benwise. It's not hyphenated.
Oh my god, they didn't even. Oh, I hate millennials.
Yeah. Yes.
How old are they?
He should go by 27.
Okay, they might be Zoomers actually. I don't know. I think they're closer to
They're
Zoomer
on the borderline of anyone I don't want to talk to. I don't want to know this person. At the end of the day, I would rather my son have a unique name like Benwise and a boring ass name like Jack or Adam. No offense to the Jacks or Adams of the world. So, am I the asshole for giving my son a unique/weird name?
Okay, but here's the thing. Even the name Benwise is still boring as fuck because it's still just Ben. Ben is a boring fucking name in the same way that like so you didn't even go for like one of the fucking like why didn't you go for like Gimli Wise or some bullshit, like fucking call your kid Gimli,
Yeah.
Call your kid one of the elf names. Something that has got like
Gimli.
One of the fucking apostrophes where they don't belong. Give him one of them names.
Right.
But don't be like, "Oh, he's so unique. We're calling him
So
Ben."
edgy.
What? Okay. You just said you can call him just Ben now. That's what people are going to end up calling him.
No, seriously, that is what
people are just going to call him
You're
Ben.
literally going to call him Ben when he's around the house. You're not going to be like, Benwise, it's time for your second lunch. Like,
oh my God, no. If these fuckers are like, oh yeah, but what about fucking 5Zs, 2Zs, whatever? Second dinner.
Second dinner. Second lunch.
Second lunch. 2Zs. Oh my, this is, why are nerds so stupid? Why are they the worst?
Right. Exactly. And speaking as a nerd, why are nerds the worst?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're just
why do you have to be this way? God, this is why everyone makes fun of us.
Oh my God.
Because of people that name their kids Benwise.
This poor fucking kid going to HR, having to explain that his name is Benwise on his check.
Imagine him being called out on the intercom through like high school.
Benwise, you're needed in the principal's office. Benwise.
But you know,
Benwise.
But they always say that thing where they call like the first and the last name.
So God.
They're gonna be like Benwise Schmeckel. Benwise.
No.
Benwise, like,
you damn well know it's something bland like Jones. Benwise Jones.
You're right.
Benwise Jones, you're needed to the principal's office.
Benwise Smith.
Yeah.
Benwise Smith. You forgot your lunch.
It's gonna be the fuck. Yeah, he's gonna get absolutely massacred.
Benwise, your mother called. She said, "Here's your second lunch."
Yeah. Benwise, your mother has brought your elven bread.
And then what? You know what? He's gonna grow up to hate the Lord of the Rings, which sucks because it's a great story. But every time, like it's English class and they bring up The Hobbit, or it's their turn to bring like whatever, he's gonna fucking hate it. He's gonna automatically hate it, and that's a shame. And Shakespeare, because that's just annoying to read.
You leave my son Metal Gear Solid out of this, all right?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
First name Metal, last name Solid.
Whole first name Metal Gear Solid. That's Metal Gear Solid Xenogears.
His name is my name too.
Yeah, we're gonna need Metal Gear Solid Jones to come to the office. Why didn't you just name your kid Snake? Because I like Metal Gear Solid.
Because I like it. Get off my back. You're not a real fan.
So is she gonna name her kid Roller Skate?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was my asshole for the week.
Oh my. So I will. Okay, I don't know if this person's an asshole or if they're just an idiot. You know,
he's
there's
annoying.
definitely
At the very least, he's fucking annoying.
They're just stupid. Yeah, like.
So I don't know if this is
stupid and annoying.
I don't know if this is gonna backfire on me or not, but I don't talk to this person because of reasons. So fuck them.
Right.
But if they happen to listen, fuck you. This person had twins. They had a boy and a girl. Named their girl, totally normal name, Kelsey. Cute. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Named the son Bucky.
Bucky?
Everybody was like, so is it a nickname for something? Nope, it's Bucky. What? Why?
It wasn't like Buchanan.
Why?
Like.
No. Whole name, Bucky.
Right.
Why are people so.
Bucky?
Why would you. Are they a big fan of like the fucking Winter Soldier or something?
Is his name Bucky?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bucky Barnes.
This was way before any of that came out.
I mean, the comics existed.
They are not a comic reader.
They can't read.
They can't read. They can't look at pictures. It's
Bucky,
too difficult.
They can't. God. I'd be embarrassed if I was Kelsey, because I gotta say, this is my little brother, Bucky.
My twin brother, Bucky.
My twin brother, Bucky. My twin brother, Heihachi Mishima. And my
all right, we're done with that.
Kelsey. We got the twins, Kelsey and Heihachi Mishima.
What a duo.
God, don't let me have kids. I'm gonna ruin them. for the laughs.
For the memes.
I'm not gonna dissuade you either and be like, that's a great name choice, AJ.
Let's see where this goes for the next 20 years.
Let's see where this goes. Thank you, Jesus.
Like Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition wouldn't have been my first choice for a name, but that is a name.
You know what? It sounds great.
You have to wait for the fourth one to do that.
Yeah.
You just
the sequel.
You have to just keep increasing it as
I'm
the
really
more kids
impressed
you
that you
have.
named your child Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots.
No, that's the twins, right?
One's Metal Gear Solid 4, the other one's Guns of the Patriots.
Hey, listen, Resident Evil 7 bio, whatever. Get to your room. Get to your room.
Kingdom Hearts 2.8 prologue. Get over here and do your homework. God, the thing is, there's people out there. There's the whitest, pastiest, palest, grossest human beings out there.
I already know what this guy looks like in my head.
But
I already know.
There's people out there who have named their kids like, this is my son, Sora. This is my daughter, Riku.
I hate it here.
This is my other daughter, Kyrie.
I mean, I'll never forget reading about the woman who was having to call customer service about something to do with. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't customer service. It was trying to make her son a doctor's appointment. And it was the point of view from the nurse who was writing it down, and she was like, "And his first name's Anakin, like the Skywalker."
Oh God, that's horrifying.
So. My Am I the Asshole brings us all back round circle to the ducks. And
great.
I laughed so hard. This is another one that on the minisode I talked about how they had an awards whatever. So this one got an award for what was it? An info comic? Not comic. Info comment. An info comment. So I had to read it, and then I couldn't stop laughing. I literally had picked out I had already picked out my stories, and I looked at AJ and I was like laughing so hard. I was like, I have to read this one.
Oh hell no. Okay.
Am I the asshole for calling out my boyfriend's duck obsession?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. My boyfriend, 27 male, and I, 23 female, decided to move in together for quarantine. Everything has gone well. We both work from home and have barely left the apartment. We split the chores, have a cooking schedule that we mostly follow, and even coordinated quote-unquote alone time with each other. Well, last week during his alone time, my boyfriend captured 5 of the ducklings that live around our apartment. He claims their mother was nowhere nearby. I have a hard time believing this, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt. When he showed me the ducks, I expressed my concern. I told him that ducklings grow fast and will overrun our apartment plus carry germs. He said he gave them baths when he brought them in. When I asked to contain them to one area, he refused, saying that they deserve just as much space as us. He said he is welcoming them into our family and will treat them as equals. Apparently, this includes turning our heater to 85 degrees. He has also spread old newspapers all across our apartment and put down water dishes that constantly get spilled. I've stepped on their food more than a few times and have resorted to wearing shoes 24/7 to avoid the grain in between my toes.
Ew!
I know I should have put my foot down when he first brought them in, but he's been so bored with staying in that I thought it would be okay for him to amuse himself for a while. I figured it wouldn't be long before he released them. I was wrong. He is attached to the ducklings and has named the ducks to, quote, honor their connection to the earth.
Oh my God.
They are called Twig, Bumble, Seed, Sprout, and Pebble. If I call one duck, he gets upset and says I am disrespecting it. When I mix up the names, he gets frustrated, saying that I should know that Pebble is mostly brown with a few yellow spots throughout, while Seed is much lighter than the rest. But to me, they all look the same. He's kept his word about cleaning up after the ducks, but our utility bills have gone up from the constant heat and how often he washes blankets. Nowhere is safe from poop except the closet, and one of the ducks has been poking its head between the accordion doors. It's only a matter of time before they get in by accident. When I pointed this out, he started talking about how proud he was of Bumble for being so smart. This morning, I woke up to one of the ducks on my chest. Apparently, my boyfriend set up a ramp to the bed when I was asleep so that, quote, his babies could experience true comfort. I completely exploded. I told him that he is a grown man who has no other hobbies except worshiping poultry that are incapable of caring about him. He told me I was being overdramatic and that he has been on top of caring for the ducks, and I had no room to criticize him for saving innocent ducklings. He's been ignoring me all day, and I overheard him venting to a couple of the ducks about my behavior. I feel bad for exploding on him. The ducks are annoying, but he's right that he's been taking care of them. Am I the asshole for calling him out? And the comment that won the info award literally says, I overheard him venting to a couple of the ducks about my behavior. Which ducks? Info. Which ducks?
Ooh. I don't know where to start.
So, okay.
Okay, let me just say this.
Get all of your feelings out.
As someone who I grew up, when I was little, my parents would oh God, what do you call it? Incubate duck eggs and chicken eggs and stuff like that, and raise them up, and then like when they were like very young adults or like teenager, whatever ducks do, whatever. I don't know how fast they grow.
Adolescent ducks.
I was fucking 5. I don't fucking know. They would give them to farmers, whatever, right? I know what a fucking gaggle of small ducks smells like. So to say,
I bet it's terrible.
And it is fucking horrendous. It's like multiply, like having
shocking,
one
right?
puppy poop everywhere by like 5, like constantly,
Right.
because they're not going to be potty trained, right? They're just going to fucking poop and shit all over the fucking house. Just the smell in that apartment alone, let alone the fact that they're going to constantly lose duck feathers, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. This man has...
And they're going to get bigger.
This man has 5 ducks in his apartment.
That's crazy.
He has lost his goddamn mind during this quarantine.
He's lost his mind. So it's admirable to save some ducks, but you shouldn't be ducks are not an inside pet. I'm not mad that someone wants to own ducks, but they're not an inside
They're
pet.
not.
I Googled, can you potty train a duck? And the first thing that pops up says, ducks are very clean creatures, but they are messy when it comes to pooping. They poop often and everywhere, and you will not be able to control it. If you're thinking about litter training your duck, it ain't gonna happen. To prevent a mess in the house, I got the Miracle Duck diapers.
Oh, no! Do not put diapers on that duck. Are you fucking kidding me?
Don't put diapers on the duck. Keep them out in nature where they're supposed to fucking be.
So ducks are like a weird bird because I just they do get attachment to things. They do. They get very attached to things. So I believe that they could have formed an attachment or a bond to this person. But usually that attachment comes when they're born. That's why if you're around when they're born, is it imprinting really?
Yes.
They imprint on whomever they see, and damn, I'm with this person now. So they've already imprinted on their mom, most likely. Especially if they already have colors. If these ducklings already have colors, then they're not just fresh ducks, So either that mom was around, and this man just fucking scooped up these baby ducks from her.
Well, it sounds like when she's writing this, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So they could have all been the same color and then started to change
to get their colors.
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't go near fucking baby animals ever because you don't know where the fucking parents are.
I guess I'm wrong because she said last week he got them. So never mind.
Yeah. So,
it's been a week.
Yeah. You don't know where the parents are. So one, stay away from babies out in nature. They're wild animals.
What he needed to do was he needed to call a wildlife rescue.
And they still can. There's plenty of places that'll take these ducks and put them on a little rehabilitation thing, whatever. My mom did something similar when she found a squirrel's nest that got blown out, from a storm or whatever. Mm-hmm. So she had this baby squirrel, and for a couple of weeks they raised it, and it got attached to them, and it would jump into their hoodie pockets and stuff. But it's still a wild animal. Mm-hmm. So after they got it to be to a point where it's decently healthy, they called a squirrel preserve or whatever, and they just that's what you should do with these ducks. If you found them and you rescued them, good job, you're keeping them alive, but call a fucking professional. Because you can't stop like, and I think honestly, besides just the duck shit everywhere, like Sam said, that feathers, that's gonna be nonstop.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys ever get like just a little parakeet, just like at one point I had like in Florida,
it's a nightmare.
Oh my God, in Florida I had a parakeet on my porch because there's a closed-in porch, so I let it live out there. It like in like a fucking week, there was just feathers everywhere. Like, and that was a parakeet.
Yeah.
And it was already full grown. Ducklings, they're losing all them baby fluff and feathers. They
have the fluff, and then they have the real feathers that are coming.
Yep.
Yeah, so that and if you got like a whole gaggle of them, you can't keep up with that. You're burning out your vacuum and damaging like it's just too much, dude. Like,
ducks are also just they're outside animals.
Yeah,
they're not domesticated. Like why would you torture them like that? They're not a sitting on the couch kind of pet.
Yeah. They don't, they need to be outside. Not the asshole. Definitely not the asshole. That comment's pretty good, though.
I overheard him venting to a couple of the ducks about my behavior.
That's hysterical.
I couldn't stop laughing. I was like,
she doesn't get us. Don't worry, boys. It's just me and you now. Like, stop it. Get a grip.
I'm so sorry, Bumble, that she said that to you.
Bumble, I'm sorry she called you
don't
Pebble.
cry.
Bumble, I'm sorry she called you Duck.
She doesn't know you the way I know you.
Come on, little Sprout. Let's go.
At the same time, though, I think it would be kind of cute waking up with a little duck on your chest. I mean, that's...
Absolutely. It's cute for like a week, but like...
Yeah.
It's not... Okay, I'll put it this way.
This dude's losing his fucking mind.
I'll put it this way. Having a duck is fine if you have like one of them, right? If you got like a little pet duck, right? But this man took in 5 of them.
Yes. He's hoarding ducks. He's a duck hoarder.
Hoarding the ducks. It's pretty fucking bad.
And it's very selfish. It's so selfish to have 5 ducks and have them in an apartment. Like, you're only thinking about yourself.
Yeah. I wonder if he's ever had any other pets.
And that's just it.
I bet you he's never had.
I bet he's never had a pet before.
That's just it. If you're gonna have a duck, you need to have a house that they can go like outside, and it needs to be an outdoor duck.
Yeah.
Like,
it needs to be an outdoor duck with a little dog house, like, you know.
I follow this man
Put a kiddie pool.
I follow this man on Instagram. God, I can't remember his name, but he takes in senior dogs. He adopts senior dogs. He's got a whole house full of them. Like, he adopts senior dogs, but he also adopts other animals. Like, he literally has a pig. He's had a couple ducks, a couple chickens. He has a turkey.
A turkey.
And like,
turkeys are assholes.
Turkeys are assholes, but this turkey is actually really sweet to him. Like, he puts up videos and stuff like that, right? And the turkey does come in the house, but the turkey lives outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like, he understands.
So the turkey can come inside, but it lives outside.
But he lives outside.
Okay.
Again, there's a big difference in having an animal and being able to have an animal because you have out fucking doors.
Yeah.
Like you can't have, like, you're in an apartment, dude. You're not gonna get your fucking deposit back. Like,
We found so much
the
duck
landlord's
shit in
gonna be
here.
like, listen, we need to talk about the ducks.
God. I actually haven't felt so bad about a landlord before.
No, I've never had
sympathy for a landlord before, but I can't imagine that landlord coming in going, why is there so much duck shit everywhere? Just like, it's all over the walls, it's all over the ceiling. How'd it get on the ceiling? Like,
imagine the landlord being like, listen, Gary, we gotta talk about the ducks.
We gotta talk about the ducks.
and what's gonna happen when they start getting like big enough that they want to try to fly, you know? And they're like, fuck, they're jumping up and hitting the ceiling and shit.
No.
Like,
I think they're smart enough that they know they can't take off like that, but still, I see.
But they should be able to. They should be able to stretch their wings.
But they
and
should.
run around.
But they should be able to. Yeah, you're right.
Assholes like this, people who hoard random ass animals, are why we have such strange and strict pet laws.
people like you are
thanks for ruining it for people like me that just wants a French bulldog.
I just want a fucking hedgehog, and now I can't get one because of you.
Right.
Peter.
Like, I want a rabbit. Like, you know.
God.
Like, thanks for ruining it, Doug.
Doug, the duck hoarder.
If you could have a wild animal as a pet, though, what would it be? For me, gotta be fox. I would, because like they're the they're the closest to as your record fell. They're the
A
closest
fox
to
or like maybe like a chinchilla.
I've always wanted
Something like
a chinchilla.
Yeah.
In Hawaii, you're not allowed to have a hedgehog because in Hawaii you're not allowed to own a pet that could, if for whatever reason it could potentially be let loose. It can't be.
It would ruin like the ecosystem.
It would ruin the ecosystem. So you're not allowed to own things like that. Like you're not allowed to have snakes and stuff.
I mean, there's especially with an island I mean, look at Australia. They're like, let's just put some bullfrogs out, and whoops, like we can't control the bullfrogs now. We come out to kill this other invasive bug. Like,
I would love to have either a chinchilla or a hedgehog. I would absolutely love to have a hedgehog. My brother's ex-wife, when they were together, she got an albino hedgehog. His name was Oliver, and he was the cutest fucking thing ever. And aren't they kind of nocturnal?
Which ones?
I know the chinchillas are. Aren't hedgehogs nocturnal? I actually don't know.
I'm not sure.
I do know that they have to be kept warm.
Yeah.
God, I would love a little hedgehog.
I know. I
think the dogs would love just playing with it.
I like seeing that. I like seeing the videos of a hedgehog getting stuck in like a toilet paper roll. You know, like and they're like.
Yeah, I like it when they get a bath and they just
they're
on
really
their backs,
cute.
chilling.
I think hedgehogs and chinchillas are really cute.
Foxes,
I don't know if I'd own one though.
Foxes are cute. They make like annoying sounds like when huskies throw tantrums though.
Yeah, they're very vocal and I love it. I just love like the way I fucking love foxes. I would love for them.
What about a red panda?
Oh yeah.
Those little fucking things.
Yeah.
Or like give me a baby panda, but once they start getting too big, then just like I'm sure you guys have seen the videos of like
they absolutely destroy everything.
Well, it's always like a woman like trying to sweep, and like a baby panda's like grabbing onto her leg, and she's like pecking it off and moving it. And they're just such pains in the asses. And like she goes back to sweeping it, and another one comes up, and like they're just so mischievous and just big pains in the asses, and it makes me love them.
I would fucking die for a raccoon.
Oh my god. My dad used to have a pet raccoon. Like,
really?
Yeah.
There's a couple people we've been watching on YouTube who own like a couple of raccoons. And like that's their whole video series and it's kind of cute.
Yeah, there's a guy who he had like because obviously if you have a raccoon, you have to have a good place for them too. So he had in his room, he had like a huge half the room is dedicated to like it's like he built like a big raccoon type cage thing, you know. So they have like branches and stuff, but he'll let them out. And at one point, he did a video where he just set up cameras in his room. He shut the bedroom door, but he left that thing like unlocked
so that the raccoon
could get out. And he did it on purpose to see what the raccoon does, and it just fucking. They are literally the most mischievous little.
They're very smart.
It went into the bathroom. It opened up the medicine cabinet. It turned on the water faucet and then walked away. It went over and knocked over one of the cameras.
It knocked over the camera. It got on top of the cage, and then he actually had to go in and get him down because
it couldn't figure out how to get back down.
It couldn't figure out how to get down. It was cute. God.
Yeah, but that was
that's a pretty good asshole.
Sushie, how are your layers of deception? Sushie's layers of fear.
Layers of deception.
Are we ready? I'm gonna get this one right this time.
You are. I have faith in you. You're gonna get this one right. Okay, guys. I don't remember what we named this segment.
Sushie's layers of deception, where Sushie reads us an article,
deception,
and we have to decide if it's The Onion or not.
Okay. Correct. So, and anyone who's like listening for the first time, The Onion is a satire website with fake articles. So this segment is to decide if this is a fake article or a real one.
All right, so Sushie has been on a roll of like literally giving us real ones this whole fucking time. So is today the day that she
maybe
fucks with us?
Maybe.
We're always going to be on the lookout, so who knows?
Who knows? All right, here we go. Now, is this an Onion article or a real article? Panera unveils bread bowl gloves for people who enjoy iced coffee in the winter. real or satire?
Wait, bread bowl gloves for people who enjoy coffee?
That's got to be the onion. That's got to be the fucking onion.
I'm trying to figure out what coffee and bread bowls have to do with each other.
So, like, you put the gloves on, they're made of bread.
Okay.
I'm assuming,
And you can hold your little
coffee. That's got
not
to
get
be
your fingies cold.
That's got to
like a
be the
mitten.
fucking onion. There's no way that's real.
Fuck, man. And it's Panera, they're saying? Panera?
Panera.
I'm going to say true. I'm going to say it's true.
Guys, it's real.
Oh my God! Come on!
This is a real article from WHDH.com, News 7 Boston. Panera unveils bread bowl gloves for people who enjoy iced coffee in the winter. The latest version of Panera's bread bowl is not edible, but will keep your hands warm, especially if you enjoy drinking iced coffee on cold winter days. The popular restaurant chain unveiled the iced and toasty bread bowl glove, a hand warmer designed to keep dropping temperatures from getting in the way of your daily ice brew fix. Panera says it decided to launch a glove inspired by its signature dough-based bowl because a new survey found that 78% of Americans claim that cold weather does not stop them from drinking iced coffee. So how do you land one of these gloves? Visit icedandtoasty.com through January 29th, which you still have to, well, when this airs, it's over, but you guys can still win it if you want. And enter your info for a chance to win. There are 450 gloves available for the giveaway. It's real.
Just looked this up, and it's less glove, more mitten.
Yeah, that's a.
But still.
So they. It's so misleading because I was thinking like they baked bread, and that's why I was like, they baked this bread and you put your hands in it, and it's in the shape of hands.
Oh God, not
like a wax hand or something. But this is so.
Here. Okay, first of all, I'm glad somebody's thinking of us who enjoy iced coffee. When it was snowing yesterday, and we were like, should we get hot coffee or should we get an iced coffee? Let's get an iced coffee because we're fucking heathens. But I'm not wearing a mitten. I'm not wearing a mitten made out of bread.
Imagine just like it's bread. Well,
I
bested you again, AJ. How does that feel?
It's like, what am I, 0 for 4?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This is some
just-
bullshit.
So here's the thing, too, is like, I can't imagine eating bread and drinking coffee at the same time.
Oh,
Unless it was
go
like,
together.
No, I guess I'm lying because I'd have a bagel. Oh my God, what if they made it like
a bagel?
Oh my God, what if it was like an everything bagel glove?
Oh my God. Yes. Now you have my attention.
See? I can come up with shit too.
Don't do it on the air, though. Now people are going to steal it.
I'm sorry. That's their own
That's true.
fault. They'll get over it.
So, we got these.
I actually don't remember what mine is.
I just saw yours. It's,
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mine's truly a medium.
Mine is very simple. I wanted to go for something that I double checked. It's very, very simple, but I thought it was like, this could be maybe actually helpful for people coming forward with Valentine's Day coming up. So that's why, What about you, Sushie?
Advice from AJ.
Yeah.
I have a short one, but it's one that was written 5 years ago, and then like 2 days ago had an update.
I saw it. I didn't read it, but I know what you're talking about.
You are the one that goes last.
Yeah.
All right. I say AJ goes first.
Okay.
Okay, AJ, you're up.
Some true advice.
So this is literally, it's a relationships one, like actual like relationship thing. But I thought it was something, it's not something stupid, right?
Okay.
It's just something that people overthink.
What are you trying to say?
Well, I'm saying people overthink stupid shit, and that's not like,
True.
and this is just like, come on, it's not that hard.
Okay.
Girlfriend wants to buy a necklace that I have already purchased for her as a secret as a secret for Valentine's Day.
Oh, God.
Both of them are 23.
Okay.
So long story short, I've already purchased this necklace for my girlfriend who I've been seeing for 3.5 months as a surprise for Valentine's Day. It was in short inventory, so I made sure to get it right away before they sold out. However, today she texted me a picture of the exact necklace I bought and said, "Can we go to the store? I need a new necklace." Turns out the store restocked the necklace and wants to get it before they run out. Since I've already bought it for her, I don't want to bring her I don't want to bring her to buy the same necklace. However, I also don't want to tell her because I want it to be a surprise. So how do I make sure she doesn't go buy this for herself and also keeping it a secret? What do I tell her? TLDR, bought girlfriend necklace for V-Day surprise, and she wants to go buy the same one. So I feel like this is a crossroads, right?
Yeah.
This can either be his mindset right now can be fixed before he becomes a fucking idiot. That's how I view this. So there's way too many dudes out there that get so caught up on this idea of doing this perfect, right, amazing, secret thing that they fuck up the whole thing because he's like, how do I keep this from her? You don't. You don't lie to her.
No.
You go and pick her up and you show her the necklace and you go, "Hey, surprise, I actually already got this for you and I was going to give it to you for Valentine's Day, but I'm giving it to you now." That's how you handle that.
Yeah.
That's how I would handle that.
I think that's sweet.
Like, because he's overthinking this to the point of, it's got to be the surprise and I got to keep her from doing this.
I have to wait till February.
I got to wait till February and all this. It don't fucking matter. Who gives a shit if it's early? Like, and she's going to appreciate that a lot more than you going about this some bullshit way of, okay, well, let me lie to you for a couple of weeks and upset you today and prevent you from buying this thing that you want. All for the payoff of me going, "Surprise, I got it for you already."
This is some shit of, well, my car broke down and I can't take you now.
Yeah, it's like, if you have to elaborately lie to somebody, even if it's like for good intentions, it's still, don't do it. Just fucking
don't do it.
Just fucking go. Just be like, "Hey, guess what? I already got it for you. Here you go. Enjoy your necklace. Happy early Valentine's Day."
Yeah.
Bam, done. Like,
right. Or something that I purchased for you is in that store.
Yeah.
If you wanted to keep it vague, I guess.
Like, it's just one of those things. I think it's way too easy for people to overthink this shit. And it can, something as stupid as this, especially because they've only been dating for 3.5 months, something as stupid as this can tank your relationship because it's 3.5 months in and you're already causing drama that you're not trying to, but you're causing some dumb drama.
So one of the comments in here, and I actually kind of like it, is basically saying, "Hey, why don't you give her a little bit of warning, like, hey, Valentine's is coming up. Why don't you chill on buying some stuff?"
Yeah.
And then that way,
why don't you just wait and see?
Yeah. Basically, hey, Valentine's is coming up. Why don't you hold off?
Yeah. The hint.
Yeah.
The art of the hint.
If you truly kind of, and if she's still pretty adamant about it, then do what AJ says. Pick her up with a nice little box that you got it in, and be like, "Hey, you honestly, I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you, but here you go. I got this for you before." And I was trying to keep it for Valentine's Day, but you were pretty adamant, so and then everybody wins. Don't keep it from her. That's why I mean this is a crossroads because this could very easily divert into an "Am I the asshole?" because it would go, he's going to post this in fucking February and go, "Am I the asshole for lying to my girlfriend and preventing her from buying a necklace?" And then we're going to read the exact same story. And it's going to go, "I lied to her for 3 weeks to prevent her from buying this thing. And now she's mad at me.
And now she's mad at me. And I might have said some things that were, I called her an ungrateful bitch." And it's just going to, like, I'm trying here to actually prevent something.
Yeah.
So, am I the asshole for microdosing my girlfriend?
Yeah. I think that's it. So here's the thing too, is like, it is kind of, I guess I can see her little deal of, it went out of stock. She did actually really want it, and she's afraid it's going to go out of stock again. But I am pretty adamant in the sense of, like, around my birthday, around Christmas, I don't buy myself anything unless I'm like, I bought dishes. Like, nobody's going to buy me dishes, Like,
no one's buying you dishes.
But, like, it's really, like, you don't buy yourself stuff around these times because you don't fucking know. And I know I've told other people before, hey, stop buying shit for yourself because I'm getting things for you and I don't want to ruin the surprise, but stop buying shit.
Like, that's happened to me too, for sure.
So, I think that's really good advice. Don't keep it from her. Definitely just, So it's not in February. Who cares? On Valentine's Day, she can wear her necklace that you got for her, and y'all can have a nice dinner together, and it's fine.
Here, quick little like semi-related example of this would be your Christmas birthday thing.
Oh yeah.
So because Santa's birthday and Christmas are pretty fucking close together. They're like a month apart.
Yeah,
basically. So I got her a
vinyl cutting machine.
A vinyl cutting machine, right? And for Christmas. But the thing is, you can't just get a vinyl cutting machine and not also get like the press, the heat press to do this with. Like if you're gonna do this shit, you need both things. So I just gave her both things, and it was like, okay, this is actually a birthday gift, but it would be stupid for me to be like, here's this, and then also risk maybe her
for what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And,
right, like buying the other thing.
Yeah, like maybe risk like that's a month time. She goes, oh, I went out and got this thing to go along with it. I was like, well, fuck, I can't risk that. Just here you go.
Sure.
This is this because otherwise they have to go together. But it's just one of those things where
smart.
Like sometimes, everyone wants to have that perfect moment of like, I gave her the best birthday gift or fucking Christmas gift or Valentine's gift, but the day doesn't really fucking matter. You thought about doing this for Valentine's Day. That was a sweet thought, but just go ahead and give it to her.
Yeah.
Or like Sam said, try to go it's the secret route.
Yeah.
Look, that's the shit our parents used to do to us. I'd be like, man, I really want this fucking game. And mom would be like, well, Santa's coming, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I already bought this last week. Like, it's just some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
shut the fuck up, kid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think that's a good one. That was a cute one.
I do
That is cute. That's a cute problem to have.
Yeah.
I was the kid who, at one point in time, I saw a Sonic the Hedgehog plushie out at a store, and I threw a fucking fit to the point I was like crying because I wanted the Sonic plushie. Oh my God. I was like 6.
I mean, I've seen you do that now.
This was like last week.
I've seen you do it now.
My mom literally had to tell me that not only did she have 2 Sonic plushes for me at home, but they were better quality and one was bigger too. And like that, so like it was one of those.
Oh my God, you're horrendous.
I was a fucking kid. I
feel so bad for your mother.
I was like, because it was my birthday and Christmas and stuff or whatever.
Your mom is a warrior.
But,
imagine having to raise AJ.
Well, there was something you were talking. There was something you were talking to her about after we were talking about how she randomly finds like the most ridiculous video games, right? And you asked her how the hell was that possible for Christmas?
Oh my God!
And this woman tells him that she literally like stalked their schedules, like the store schedules.
She would find like. Because, when we were kids, like, the internet wasn't a thing. And it wasn't certainly, like, you couldn't just go on eBay or whatever, And, like, when you buy, like, nowadays, like, okay, a game comes out, you want that game, whatever, But as a kid, you're not keeping track of when a game releases. Somehow you just see it and it's out and you know it's out,
Yeah.
But a lot of times you might not see it until it's already off the shelves. Then how the fuck do you find it? This is, like, 1998. How do you find a game that's already off the shelves that came out in like 97 or 96, and like as a kid, you don't know when a game came out. So you're just like, so I used to do this shit. Like I remember my mom got me Mega Man X3. I don't know how she fucking found it, but she found it. And she literally told me she would find the delivery schedules for pickups, and she would find like the like all this bullshit, and she would go there as soon as before the place is even open. Like I'm like,
she would wait for the delivery truck.
Yeah, like and I was like, as a kid, you have no idea that your parents are doing all this shit for you.
That's wild. That's insane.
And I don't know, it's just that kind of stuff. Like, like obviously I very much appreciated it. And as a kid, to me, my mom was like the fucking best for doing that kind of stuff. I didn't know she was putting herself through all that to do this kind of bullshit. But like, it's yeah.
Good Lord.
And she's going to be real disappointed when she finds out I named my kid Heihachi Mishima Xenogears.
All right.
Or she's not at all going to be surprised. She's going to be like, yep, that tracks.
She's just going to repeatedly ask, like, how the fuck is she supposed to pronounce that? Alright. Okay. So, oh boy. All right. Here's mine.
Okay.
I caught my husband, 32 male, looking at the neighbor girl.
Don't like that.
My husband.
I read this one and I was like, nope.
My husband and I have been married for 4 years and dated for 6. Our house has a window that has a pretty good view into the neighbor's bedroom. We always joked about seeing something going on through that window, but they normally kept the window closed. The other day, I walked past the window and saw my husband looking out of it. It's a pretty big window, so I was able to see what he was looking at without getting too close. I saw the woman who lives in the house masturbating on her bed. Her and my husband were making eye contact. I could tell because as soon as I got closer, she turned away and he turned around and saw me. I asked what he was doing and he got all defensive and refused to say anything. I dropped it, but it is still bugging me. I kind of feel like it's cheating in a way, them acknowledging each other while she did what she was doing. What if they have done something in real life and that's why he was watching? What should I do?
Jesus Christ.
Wow, Sam.
Can we go back to mine?
Yeah, can we go back to the cute one?
I'm sorry. So in my opinion,
that's a lot.
In my opinion, I do not believe this was the first time.
No.
Yeah.
That was the first time he was cut.
That was the first time he was caught. I think that throw him out the window. Get in the bear.
Get in the bear.
Yeah, she says I dropped it, but it's still bugging me. Yes, because that's a valid feeling. Because your husband was watching another woman who lives next door masturbate on her bed.
And the woman was watching back.
Yeah.
And the woman was specifically titled girl, and we don't know how old she was.
Yeah, I don't.
And that makes me uncomfortable.
Well, she says woman again, so now I don't know, but I mean, you know.
Maybe she said girl to be dismissive and not actual girl.
It's possible. It's possible.
I mean, you literally confront him, for one.
Yes, of course. What the fuck, dude? Why were you standing there for so long?
Yeah.
Watching her. Why didn't you put a stop to it?
Right.
I feel like there's one of two ways that he could have gone about this to not be fucking terrible. One, if he saw something, just fucking walk away or close the window. But also say something to your fucking wife.
Well,
and because it's just one of those things where it's like, and that's what I'm saying. If he wasn't trying to be deceitful or deceptive, like oh my god, like we got to be careful about this fucking window because.
Well, that's the thing. She said the window's usually closed, but it wasn't this time.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's because it was specifically for a point, So this is not something she needs to drop. She needs to confront him and say,
definitely don't
what the
drop
fuck,
this.
Dude?
Yeah. No, definitely don't drop this. That
is so cringy.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Was there more to it?
She didn't make any other comments to it.
Whoa.
Yeah. She didn't make any other comments to it so far.
Damn.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's not something that you fuck around with. You fucking confront them. Like,
if it's still bothering you, you should always go with your gut feeling like that. If it's something that's bothering you this much, then you need to bring it up.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's not really much more I can say besides just fucking bring it up and talk to him about it and probably toss him in the garbage too, but...
you definitely need to get answers out of this one. Like, what's your relationship? Like, is this something that happens often? Has this happened before? Was this the first time?
So it says dated for 6 years, married for 4 years. So they've been together for quite a while.
You've been together for this long and you don't know how to fucking approach him to talk about it. You should be able to you should be able to talk to this person about this kind of shit. But secondly, honestly, I think this is like, because he was defensive about it and because he didn't tell her what he saw, but she saw it, that is the biggest red flag to me, because that means he knows he was caught and that he's not fucking talking about it. So with that, I don't think there's any amount of talking that she can do that's going to satisfy her. I think it's just hey, this is done. That's from my perspective. I don't think that I wouldn't be able to get over it, because even if we had that talk, it's not going to make me feel better. I'm just going to go, that talk for me is going to go, hey, I can't do this anymore. That's the talk for me. Like, I caught you doing this shit. I can't do this anymore, because that's no different than catching him making out with her. They're just it's the same fucking thing, it's too much.
Some weird's going on.
Yeah. So that would be my talk. My talk wouldn't be, I want answers. My talk is, okay, get out. It's done.
Yeah. Man, that's a tough one in the sense of
it's tough.
Go away, dog. Well, that was mine.
Oh, God.
Thanks.
Koji. Good Lord.
He's strong.
What have you got for us, Sushi? Bring us home.
Okay.
I'm ready for this.
Let's see. Okay. This is an archive post from 5 years ago.
Okay.
Stupidest question ever. Is there any polite way to suggest to 23 male to curl his eyelashes?
Oh my God, I read this one. I read this one. Oh my God.
I am 100% aware of how silly this is, and it's no big deal if he doesn't, but I'm 21 female, currently dating a man with eyelashes that are very straight and sloped down. They almost cover his eyes and block out any slight reflection from them, which gives him a major case of zombie eyes. I'm not kidding. If you look at him, you cannot see a single spark of light. It's sort of disconcerting. They cover his pupils as well, so any changes in dilation are blurred, making it look like his eyes just aren't moving at all. TLDR, very nice guy has eyelashes that make him look like a very nice dead guy. Is there any socially acceptable way to suggest an eyelash curler, or should I content myself with dating the dead? Now, this was 5 years ago, and it was archived.
5 years ago.
And there has now been an update yesterday. So this is cutting edge, guys. You're hearing it first. Okay, update to the pettiest question ever. And then they link to the original post. It took 5 years and a marriage, and he curled his eyelashes last week. He found my eyelash curler and asked what it was for, and I told him how to test it on himself. He said he didn't notice any difference, but his eyes sparkled for the first time. He's not going to keep doing it, but at least I know what his pupils look like now. TLDR. I didn't ask him, he asked me.
So she sat on it for 5 years.
Married the man.
5 years.
She married the man. Didn't know what his pupils look like.
Could you imagine, like, wanting to, like, brush away someone's eyelashes? You're like, what do you look like under there?
God.
Let me see your face.
He looks like the undead, the walking undead.
The walking dead zombie face. So that was my post. Silly.
Nice.
it was
That's a
funny.
good, nice, little happy ending, I think.
Yeah.
Like, we and it's good to see an update from that long ago.
Good Lord.
Like,
You know, people are really into Reddit. I don't think we even scratched the surface. You know?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
People
at least
really love some Reddit.
at least you brought us back up from Sam's misery corner.
Wow. I used all my energy on the ducks.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, the ducks. The ducks.
Well,
So funny.
I think it's nice sometimes, like, ending on happier notes that aren't just gonna be like, man, we had this great story and this great time, and now we're gonna end on this terrible person, like. So,
Or
I'm
terrible
happy that we ended.
story or something bad.
I wonder if after posting this, if she went and told him, like, hey, just so you know, here's this funny joke. 5 years ago, I made a post about this.
Oh, God.
I hope so.
I hope she told.
I hope she's like, just so you know, you're Reddit famous.
Yeah, like, right?
Don't be alarmed, but you're Reddit famous.
Well, if you guys have stories you want to share and you want us to read, shoot them over to us at contact@everyonesuckshere.com or on Twitter at ESH Podcast. If you're going to change the lyrics to a famous children's Disney cartoon song, make sure you use the correct amount of syllables. Because we will be upset if you, go adding too many syllables. in it.
But with that, we absolutely love reading your comments. So make sure to leave all the comments in the world everywhere
Yeah, so we can read them in.
so we can read them and feel better about ourselves.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this rendition of this full episode here and our little bit about, catching up on some things that we personally have been watching and doing outside the podcast and everything like that. I think it's nice to share a little bit there. But we'll be back next Monday for another mini-sode. And then another full episode, and we're just gonna keep doing this until the fucking world ends.
Oh, God.
And there's no escape.
No.
And time is not real, and it's a linear circle, and we're all dying.
We're almost there, AJ.
Little shop of terror. Bop, she bop.
I don't want to get DMCA'd.
That's what takes us down. Yeah!
You.
That song slaps, though.
Odd.
Goodbye!